So another is the test composition. So in foraminifera, and the test composition is the tectinous, which is the organic rich, and they are mostly not preserved because organic rich test no calcium carbonate rich text, and mostly they are forming in the Cambrian time. The another thing is the oglonitite. Oglonitite is the different sedimentary grain. They combine, they glue together and forming the foraminifera test. uh, like you can see this schematic. This is the thin section image, this is the ACM image, and you can see in the field specimen different class are forming, and they're forming the test, which is called agglutinated, and this is the most of the genus of these forums. They're forming this agglutinated text wall type. Another is porcelain, which is the glassy like, and in this glassy like above the organic, the calcite crystallize in the different form. Another is the microgranular, in which we can see Fusilioni genus. This is the micro um, granules are sugary texture of the outer surface of the chamber. Uh, they are mostly imperforate. Imperforate means in which they not pass any fluid. You can see the fusillinate in the thin section are coming from the formation in Pakistan. Another is the highland structure, which is the also look like the another, which is the glassy texture, but it's the perforate. Perforate means it like some porous, so they are giving the fluid to move their texture. So you can see the porcelain of the highland texture. It's like calcite crystal, and it's the Helen crystal system arranged into four types: radial, oblique, intermediate, compound. In radial, the chamber, the wall type, the arrangement of the is the from the center side, and they are spread from the center. Oblique, they are spreading in the oblique angle. Intermediate, they are no angle, but in compound, some are radial, some are oblique, some are intermediate. So the mixture of the wall structure of these four, they are in the compound structure. But from the radial side, we have an example of pneumulates. The chamber, or in the chamber, the you can see the pillars, they are spreading outside. So this is we call Hellene wall arrangement. So shapes of the chamber, we have unicellular chamber, bicellular chamber, multicellular chambers. So previously we discussed the chamber wall structure, what it will be the wall structure, but now we see the shape of the chamber. In unicellular we have this kind of chambers, in bicellular we have these two kind, in multicellular we have these three types. The in different chamber have different identification, like globular, mostly the globular of the chambers, they shows the middle Eocene to present day example. The another is the heterohelix Cretaceous, they show the Cretaceous age, and the another is the Paleozoic age of this chamber arrangement, the glomospiral. In lenticular, in which my study area, the Nemulat Isilina, they show the Eocene, and like light Miocene to present day. This is the some another chamber or shaped festulas, in which you can see the recent China, South China, Hong Kong, the plantains, they show like this kind of chamber. This is the different chamber arrangement, in which they are the example of different forms. This is the diagrams in which you can see different chamber arrangement. Now this is the another chamber arrangement. Up till now we just discussed the chamber shape, then we discussed the outer test wall, then the arrangement of the chamber. So we have this kind of chamber arrangement. We can see the this one monocular, which is the tube like, only one chamber tube like shape, in which you can see different genera in thin section. We have unicellular, in which only one side chamber arrangement. We have two chamber arrangement in two side biserial and this 3D triserial. For the uniserial we have example of this, and for the biserial we have the example of heterohelix. For the triserial we have example of the pseudochrysolidina species. Then we have spiral arrangement. So the spiral arrangement is the coil in the like planispiral or trochospiral of the chamber of the spiral arrangement. So we have the chamber arrangement of the nummulites in the planospiral. For the trochospiral we have the globogirina or plantas, most of the plantonic forms. Then we have Miller arrangement. In the Miller arrangement we have the perfect angle of the each chamber arranged. We have the melanine species, and we have two chamber visible, three chamber, five chamber, and this is the thin section images of the different melanine species. We have the discoidal arrangement in which start from the planosphere, but they have a exact chamber uh, division, and we have a lot of the discocyclina Isidina example in the thin section. We have involute and evolute. In involute, whenever you go to increase involution, the inside of the coiling is hidden, but the evolute we have exposure of the coil side, or the inside of the coiling we have exposed. Here we example the pneumolites, and here we example of this Ilvilina. We have example of Isilina. So these two are example of the involute and evolute. Uh, Another thing is the spiral in the umbilicus side. So the spiral side is the top one, and the umbilicus side is the bottom one. So during the ACMS you can see this is the spiral side view, umbilicus view, and this is the lateral view. So ornamentation of the text like different surface texture or ornamentation of the forms like smooth, the ligina shows uh, this wave like or rep striation. We have example of this genera. Spinose, most of the planktonic forms, the spinose is the global girina spinose. Test ornamentation is postulose means more spinose or more than the spinose gland, so we have this kind of species. Reticular means like this nut-like uh, nut-like outer surface or ornamentation. Calcillate or globigerinoid, we have the this kind of arrangement in which you can see honeycomb structure. And noodles means we have a lot of like noob shapes of the arrangement of the chamber. Internal morphology of the test. So we have the portcullis inside, which is the chamber started. We have chambers, and by joining the chambers we have septas, and by this lateral view or the horizontal we have a pillar. We have an axial section in which we cut from the excess of the coiling from the portcullis, which is the nummulites is the example. We have equatorial in which cut from the perpendicular to the axis of the coiling. This is the parallel, and the equatorial is the perpendicular to the axis of the coil. Tangential means outside of the cut, which is not cut from the portcullis. Transverse means cut from the perpendicular to the axis of the coil. They cut parallel to the axis of the coil, but this section is perpendicular to the axis of the coil, but both are not cut from the initial chamber, which we call portcullis. Then we have oblique cut, in which some angle is oblique cut, and oblique center section cut is also oblique but cut from the portcullis, but they are not cut from the portcullis. They are foraminifer distributed in different environment and different ages. For example, we have a larger benthic from the shallow marine, smaller benthic for the deep marine, and plantana of the floater of the outer shelf. These are the example which they have the age ranges from the different forums and different environment. And this is the smaller benthic, which is mostly show the deeper environment in which you can see a lot of different silicic material, because it's the very deep environment and oxygen deficient environment. We have evolution this trend started from the Cambrian first organic wall form and then go like this, and this is the recent planktonic or benthic forms which are present here. So the next presentation is, this is my folder of my thin section of my study area, so we can be discuss step one by one thin section in detail. So it will be more interesting and using this Flugel book. So next time we will be discuss this planktonic or benthic forms in my thin section in very detail. Thank you so much.